Hey guys, Man Up Gear with True Gamer Goggles. I'm at the All Quiet on the Martian Front booth. Iron Games.
Iron Clad Games.
I was so close.
Sorry, buddy.
Hey, they just bought the rights to All Quiet on the Martian Front April, March-ish?
Yep. Yeah.
And they're picking up where the former owners left off, pretty much. So no worries.
Yeah, game's alive and well.
Maybe a couple little worries, but they're good worries, and we'll get to that. If I know what I'm talking about or dreaming about. So let's start with the obvious question. I think a lot of people are kind of wondering about how much hate is going on that you got. I hope you're not receiving a lot of it, but I'm sure that you get some hate emails because the Kickstarter did what it did.
I mean, I think every project has people that are unhappy with the results, right?
Yeah, that's a given.
We've done our best to try to engage everybody with any questions they have, or if they're disgruntled, and just let them know, like, we're a new company, we're going to move forward with this game, and we really hope you'll stay a fan.
See, and that's a great launching point, because I seem to remember a couple years ago when they were at Gen Con, they had this really big land leviathan.
It's actually called the Iron Clad.
The Iron Clad. And they're secretly working on it, right?
Well, so the Iron Clad was completed. We've got the molds from them, and it'll be coming out. Like, it's a multi-part kit.
Yeah, but it's got some issues currently, right? Like, it's all resin and all pewter, weighs like 18 pounds.
Yeah, there's no way to get around the weight because of the size of it. I mean, it's still going to be a resin kit. It's still going to be pretty huge. We'll hopefully try to get that price point down a little bit, but it's still going to be a large figure, more like a Colossal or a Gargantuan for some other games. You're not always going to put it on the tabletop, but when you do, it's presently felt, right? And there's one for the Martians that never came out, the Overseer. We'll be working on that. And then the British have their Thunderchild, their equivalent of the Ironclad. So all these things will come out.
And I'm sure that's what a lot of people had questions about. Now, were those part of the original Kickstarter?
I know that they're in the rulebook, and they were intended for the game. They have stats and concept drawings, but that's it.
Okay. Anything else in the rulebook that's going to be new coming out?
Yeah, so we have the Dominator out. That's the first, if you will, new model, or unreleased model that has finally come out.
Is it here?
Yeah, I have one here. So it's the Dominator. It's Martian Walker. Can fire multiple targets. The Goliath tank for the U.S. faction also had rules and concept art. We do have a prototype model, and that'll go in production later this month. So we should see that out real soon. It's a nice mid-level tank in between the Mark IVs and the Iron Clad as far as like toughness and what it can do. After that, we'll start sculpting all the big figs and unreleased models, getting everything else back out. Since we weren't part of the Kickstarter, we're not going to keep anything exclusive. Like, we have the molds and the pieces for the Red Martian, which was Kickstarter exclusive, and I brought it here at Gen Con for sale. The patent tank, the hover drones, anything that was supposed to be exclusive, unfortunately, we had nothing to do with that Kickstarter or the original company's ideas, and so if we have a model for it, we're going to put it out there for everybody.
Okay. It's good for me. I think at this point in time, the exclusivity is kind of worn off anyway.
Right.
It always wears off for me, though. I'm biased, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're getting everything back on track, getting up and running. That's your primary goal.
Yes.
Do you have a target projected range as to when you'll be caught up and on track?
Oh, well, yeah. We should have everything back in distribution or hitting other stores besides our own online shop within 2 to 3 months.
Oh, wow, that fast.
Yeah, we've got the metal casters working right now. They should have samplings of what they can produce back in St. Louis for us on Monday. Resin casting, we're using another company and doing some of it in-house, so the turnaround, that's great. And for the plastic injection, we've made contact with the original company for that, and everything's okay. So it's all going forward.
It's all going forward?
Yep.
So are you starting to work on like more rules?
Expansions, yeah. So Scott Washburn is doing the novels, the novel adaptation. The first book's done, it's here. His second book's going to print. It's completed. By the time he gets to the third novel, we will have expansion models in it. He'll be writing about. So unreleased things never seen. So we've got a timeline now for hopefully target of next year for an expansion.
Are you going to start adding the other countries?
That's my goal. I I know that originally they intended to add a couple different alien factions. We'll check those out too, the Underdwellers, the Venusians, but I would really like to see Prussians and Russians, and that's kind of what I'm working on. So.
Oh, he likes the Russians. That's a good idea. I was thinking Germans might be the next logical choice.
Russians? Yeah, we'll do. Get Germany. Don't worry.
They're the same thing.
Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, we'll get their own factions. I also want to kind of do some organized play is really important to us and in the community, and it's something that I don't know if the original company had really fostered. So we're doing some scenarios, published scenarios that you'll be able to have at your tournaments, your local tournaments, campaigns. And a lot of these are based on what the fans have been doing already anyway. I want to take some of their great ideas and give them credit for those ideas, and then let them, refine them if we need to, and then make those available for anybody to play or download. To help kind of with our relaunch and the theme in the story, there's the Battle for St. Louis, which is a turning point for the U.S. Able to stop the Martian Front. We're in St. Louis. So we have a sculpted statue of St. Louis, a battle-damaged resin terrain piece that we're going to start putting out that'll have rules for a custom scenario. That'd be a great demo day or tournament play. Right. And we'll make these available for everybody.
Excellent. I had a question, I lost it.
Sorry.
So that's life. Anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, really, thank you to the fans for sticking with the game. I know it's had its ups and downs, and it seemed like it was dead for a while, but it's back. We're going to go forward with it. I hope you guys stay with us. If anybody has any issues or feedback is important to us, you can get a hold of me at joe@quietmartianfront.com. The owner is Steve at quietmartianfront.com. We're paying attention to the forums and what you guys have to say, so just let us know.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hope your show goes. Oh, by the way, they sold out the Harvester at the show, so
Harvester sold out the show. Will be back in production as soon as next week.
clearly it's still in demand.
Yes, but at that $35 price point, nothing higher. No gouge on